So I think I already know the answer to this, Mike, but are you a double ender guy?
Kelly, I love taking it from both ends.
I bet you do. Anyway, what I was referring to was, and I was super unfamiliar with this as a concept until Mike shared it with me that he indeed is the proud owner of a double ender now. So, and these are Atari cartridges, and I guess there are also ColecoVision cartridges as well that were made in this fashion that you were basically taking two carts and put them together and it's one cart. I just wish someone had a prop to show folks watching at home what that looks like.
Why, Kelly, I do.
There it is.
When two cartridges love each other, Kelly, they come together and make something special. And as you guys can see, there is two cartridges here, two separate cartridges that are attached in the center with this kind of big grip in the middle. So you can put one game in, pop it out, flip it over, and put the other game in. So I only became aware that this was a thing when we did our After Dark episode about the Mystique games. Because Mystique did this with a few of their games because some of their games were just kind of reskin gender swap versions. So they would do these double ender cartridges of it, which I was fascinated by. So I was hoping to come across one of these, and I wasn't specifically looking for this, but I saw that one went up, and one of the games on here is a game I was specifically looking for, which is Ghost Manor. So I was intending to buy Ghost Manor anyway, which you can get as a standalone cartridge, but this double ender came up for a dollar or two more. So this was a no brainer purchase for me. The other game that's on here is Spike's Peak, which is a mountain climbing game that I had never heard of prior to getting this double ender cartridge. And I'll send Kelly a photo of the cartridge so you guys can get a better look at it. But yeah, this is pretty cool. And it was fairly inexpensive as well. I don't know how many of these exist. I don't know how common this was, but it's cool to see this was obviously, kind of a precursor to the multi-cart games.
Yeah. So, and the distributor of this the brand that distributed the version that you've got, I'm gonna guess Sonics, maybe. I mean, you got a guess on how that?
So the way I've heard it pronounced when I was looking up reviews of Ghost Manor previously was Zoxon.
I'll buy that.
And apparently they did release many of their games as standalone cartridges, but I guess they're kind of known for these double enders. They did a bunch of these apparently. So they're them, Mystique, and I guess a couple other companies really kind of thrived on these, which makes sense. I'm sure they probably charged more, I'm sure, for these, and it was probably a little bit cheaper than buying these two games separately at the time. And like I said, even now, this was relatively inexpensive. So it was just kind of luck coming across it. But I am going to keep my eye out to see if I can find any more of these. This is pretty cool.
So is this purchased through the dark web or
No, so this popped up on DK Oldies.
oh,
Yeah, I was looking specifically for Ghost Banner, and it popped up, but it was the double ender one, and even better.
yeah, it so the Mystique stuff, I think they actually distributed their double enders under I mean, he's the man of many shell companies, Joel Martin. But I think Play Around was actually the one of the institutes involved with it. And to your point, they did the gender swap stuff. So your all-time favorite, Beat 'em and Eat 'em, was paired with it. Now this makes more sense with me. The Philly Flasher. So this is I get it now a little bit more. Apparently they had trouble with Westward Ho, which was a rebranded Custer's Revenge, rebranded in name only, and then the General's Retreat, where they gender swapped that as well. Um, we I think we've talked about Custer's Revenge enough to know it's bad.
For anybody who is curious, though, Philly Flasher is not just the gender swap version of Beat 'em and Eat 'em. It also adds a spooky Halloween element to it, where the person dropping liquid that you need to catch is now a witch. So
So that's fancy.
it's
A
holiday themed.
lot of, yeah, there you go. For the think about it for the full family. But yeah, maybe not. Yeah, I was totally unaware of these until outside of my complete Mystique box set that of course I have, but I never knew these were out there at all. So very cool. So we'll have to. So props to DK Oldies for having one of those out there at an affordable price and worked fine, I assume.
Yeah, no issues with it. Like I said, Ghost Manor was the game that I was hunting for. So Ghost Manor kind of is a forgotten 2600 horror game. Obviously, it doesn't get the attention that things like Haunted House gets and stuff like that. Of course, the game is pretty cool though. It reminds me sort of when we spoke about the Adventures of Bayou Billy. There's kind of different play styles throughout the game. So it's not a particularly long game. I really haven't delved into Spike's Peak yet, but I did see some video footage of it and reviews of this particular double ender. And it's a game where you have to climb up a mountain and avoid different obstacles.
Deal. Well, this is the kind of breaking news we get you folks. There are still double enders in the wild. Keep your eyes peeled. And that's really cool. So, anything else to add for the show, sir?
Not much. I'm definitely going to keep an eye out to see if I can find any more of these. Again, this was a game I already wanted, so it was an easy purchase and it was reasonably priced. Would this be something that you would look out for your Sears telegames?
Yes, I would absolutely. I think I mean, just the uniqueness of it would be great. So if one of them comes up, I would be going not for the play around games. I'd probably prefer to get
Sure.
Chuck Norris, artillery, as well as Spike's Peak, and several kind of paired up there. So uh, some Chuck Norris Atari would be nice, but I won't be picky on that side of the equation beyond the fact I'm going to go with that manufacturer versus the other major manufacturer. And like I said, I think they also did some ColecoVision carts as well, but I don't do not have the ability to play those, so I'll be looking for Atari.
Bog Panda.